Good evening, everyone. Township of Edison Zoning Board of Adjustment regular meeting agenda is now in session. Annual notice of this meeting, as required by the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975, has been provided by the annual notice published in the Home News and Tribune on December 28, 2019, and has been posted in the main lobby of the municipal complex on January 5, 2020. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Lillian, roll call, please.
Chairwoman Federick?
Here.
Vice Chair Skibar?
Here.
Mr. Kamba?
Here.
Mr. Shmuel?
Here.
Mr. Mansouri?
Here.
Mr. Taglianetti?
Present.
Mr. Sadada?
Hold on. It dropped and it's coming back.
Okay.
Let's give him a second.
There he is.
Go ahead.
Oh, no.
Ask.
Did he drop again?
I hope he didn't drop again. Okay, just call his name.
Mr. Sadada?
Hello?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Mr. Patel?
Here.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Betty is not here tonight. Oh, Mr. Ayotte? Here. Mrs. Shaw?
Present.
Okay.
How about me? How about Hank?
No.
Okay,
All right,
we're
Mr.
sorry.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. In view of the times and the unprecedented times we're living in, I would like to take a moment of silence, please, for those who have passed away from the COVID-19. Okay, thank you. Well, as most of you know, this is going to be our first Zoom meeting. Hopefully everything will go as planned. So I'll say now, if we have any glitches, I will apologize now, and I won't do it through the rest of the meeting. And now that we're starting, I'd ask everyone to please go on mute so we don't get any kind of background distraction. And I will have Lillian read case number 3 because we're waiting for the attorney for number 1 and number 2. Number 3, please, Lillian.
Yes. KZ 6-2020. Helena Sosha, 184 Tingley Lane, Edison, New Jersey, 08820. Section 3763-1, 13. Bulk variance sought for driveway extension constructed without prior approvals or permits. Maximum building coverage, including building and pavement, permitted is 30%. Proposed and existing is 34%. Affected property is located in the RA zone, designated as Block 427, Lot 22.11, on the Edison Township tax map. All paperwork is in order.
Ms. Sosha, if you would please raise your right hand.
Okay, if you would unmute yourself. Okay, good. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, good evening, Ms. Sosha. Will you please tell me how this all came about, please?
Well, we did a major addition, and we did have permits for the addition. I was not aware that in order to, because we had a driveway, we just expanded on it, that I needed a permit. So I'm really sorry about that. And once we finished, I was told that we needed this, and so we had a survey done, and that's when we encroached on the 4% additional. And I will have the, I will take, once if this is approved, I will apply to the, but I will do whatever needs to be done to get a permit for this. There was really nothing to it. I mean, we have a problem. Our property is directly.
We lost you.
North Meadow, which is a condo complex, and we are unable to park in front, on the frontage of our property. And so any kind of guests or anyone who comes over, they have to pull up the driveway and park over there. We've had numerous accidents happen right in front of us. In fact, I had a car accident. I was hit entering my driveway because somebody was coming down Tingley Lane and hit me. And, you know, so I do apologize for this, but, you know, it has, you know, just keeping the cars away from the street has been a major plus to us.
Okay, fine, thank you. Does the board have any questions for the applicant? None. I will then go out to the public. Is there anyone from the public that has within 200 feet that wants to be heard? Any?
Rose, hold on. I think, Lillian, because these are the last two cases and people were told they could potentially email in, I think you have to check her email.
No, we have it down here.
Okay, so let's,
What I did was, she had changed it to me. So then Jeff, instead of me running up,
here.
it's here. So there's nobody.
Nobody, okay.
Is there anyone outside of 200 feet of the property in question that would like to be heard? Okay, there being none, I'll close the case and I'll go to the board, please, for a motion. Someone?
Hey, Rose, it's Peter. I will make a motion to approve. I would say it was an oversight, but the addition benefits the applicant.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second the motion.
Okay.
Okay, who is?
Who seconded it?
Taglianetti?
Okay, Phil Taglianetti. Okay. Roll call, please, Lillian.
Okay.
Remember, I'm last.
Yes. Mr. Kamba,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Taglianetti,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Shmuel,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Mansouri,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Sahada,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Skibar,
Yes on the motion.
Ms. Federick.
Yes on the motion.
This application is approved.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. You are approved. So you can now
Thank
bring
you
off.
so much to everyone.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it
Okay,
very
stay
much.
safe.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
stay
you.
safe and stay
Bye-bye.
healthy.
You as well,
Bye-bye.
to everyone.
Thank you.
Case C5-2020, James George, 5 Summit Avenue, Edison, New Jersey, 08820, Section 3763-1, 4. Bulk variance sought to construct a new covered porch. Required setback is 35 feet. Proposed is 30. Affected property is located in the RA zone, designated as Block 546W, Lot 13, on the Edison Township tax map. All paperwork is in order.
Good evening, Mr. George. Our attorney will swear you in.
Mr. George, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And I see somebody next to you. Is that, I don't have a name. Who is that?
Is my wife.
Okay, are you both testifying?
No, I testify.
All right. Okay, good evening, sir. Please tell the board what you would like to do and why.
Yeah, so good evening, and members of the board. My name is James George. My family and I live at 5 Summit Avenue in Edison, New Jersey. We recently made a major investment in expanding and fully renovating the home. The second project is to construct a 7 feet 9 inches wide by 5 feet deep covered front porch, essentially a 2 column and a roof to covered porch. Have a front yard setback to request just to legally complete my construction. I'm requesting a front yard setback of 30 feet from the front property line to the proposed covered porch, where the minimum required front yard setback is 35 feet. I'm hoping that you can analyze my request to the conclusion that this request will not cause any detriment to my surrounding neighbors, as this is just necessary to have a small roof over my door. Thank you very much.
Okay, for anyone else who is speaking this evening, please slow down significantly because it does break up through the web. So just slow down.
Okay. So did the board members get all of that? I mean, you may be hearing it better than we are. I'm not sure. But did the board members get all that, or do you want to hear it again?
I heard it fine, Rose.
Okay. Everybody else? Okay. So then I'll go. Does any of the board members have any questions of Mr. George?
Yes, I have a question.
Mr.
Who is that? Phil, is that you?
Yes.
Or Patel?
Yes.
Okay, I lost Mr. Patel.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, I'll get you, Mr. Patel, you're up first, and then I'll go to Phil. Go ahead, Mr. Patel.
Okay, so Mr. George, with this front porch on Summit Avenue, are you extending in your driveway or your front yard, or where is it exactly happening? What is it?
Yeah, it's just in front of my door. So it's a porch just in front of the door. So it's 7 feet 9 inches by 5 feet deep. It's just covering my front door.
Okay. And does anyone has similar porches around on the street?
Does anybody have a similar porch? Is that what your question is? I'm sorry.
Right.
I mean, different people have different porches at their houses. I don't know specifically the answer to the question.
Okay. That's all I got for you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Patel. Mr. Taglinetti?
Yes.
Question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mr. George, if I passed by your place, and the only way I could see your front door is by standing basically in front of your house with all the tree cover. Is that correct?
Sorry. As part, yeah, you're right. So the way we have a grading as part of the site improvement plan, so that we can actually, the part of the work that we did as part of the phase one was also to basically do grading on the soil, so that we can actually see the house from the front. I mean, you can see the door from the front.
Thank you.
Does any other of the board members have any questions for Mr. George?
Madam Chair?
Yes, Mr. Seabar?
No, it's Mr. Kumba.
Oh, Mr. Kamba, sorry. You
No
almost sound like
worries.
Peter.
That's,
Okay.
I'll take it as a compliment some days.
Okay.
Sir, have you received the Township Zoning Report Board Review Letter?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to review it?
You mean the letter that says about the permits, right? The request.
Correct. Correct.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Are you willing to comply with it?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Kamba. Any other questions from the board? Okay, there being none, I'll go out to the public. Anyone within 200 feet of the property wanting to be heard? Anyone outside of 200 feet of the property wanting to be heard?
No hands raised.
Okay, fine. There being none?
Let him just check my email.
Okay.
No.
Okay, there being none, I'll close the case and go to the board, please, for a motion. Why am I yelling? I shouldn't have to be yelling, right? I need a motion, please.
Rose, it's Peter. I will
Okay,
make
go ahead.
I will make a motion to approve with all the other improvements done to the house. I think this is a 5 foot is a de minimis request.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
Yeah, I'll second it. This is Krishna.
Okay,
Got it.
Okay. Mr. Kamba?
Yes on the motion.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Taglianetti?
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Shmuel?
Mr.
He made-
Shmuel, can you hear us? Mr.
Unmute.
Shmuel,
Yeah, I don't see him.
unmute yourself, please.
He is unmuted, but I think there's a disconnect. Why don't we come back to him and come back to that vote?
Okay. Mr. Sadada?
You have to unmute.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Sadada, please.
Oh, yes on the motion, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're all getting used to this.
Right. Mr. Mansouri?
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Skibar?
Yes on the motion.
Ms. Federick?
Okay, we'll go back to,
Wait.
go back
They may
to,
not have enough votes yet. Hold
yeah,
on.
go back to Mr. Shmuel. He disappeared, so I.
Oh, no, then he answered.
He
No,
did
he didn't.
answer? No, he
Mr.
didn't.
Shmuel has not answered yet.
Oh, I thought he answered.
And
No.
he's not here, so he's probably off. We're gonna have to
Wait,
wait
he's
for Mr.
connecting.
Shmuel
Give
to come
us
back
a
on.
second. He's
Okay.
connecting to audio.
Could we use Mr. Patel as the last vote?
Present, but you're gonna have to. Let's move on.
Well, that's it. We need,
Mr. Patel,
Yes.
and then.
okay, I don't see Mr. Patel anymore.
Well, he spoke before.
I
No, he
know,
didn't.
but Burrell is not
No,
here.
I'm here.
So then,
Oh, there you are. Okay, we're gonna have you vote on this because we lost Mr. Shmuel. So,
Yes on the motion.
yes on the motion. Okay, and then the,
Hessa.
Rose,
and me now.
Lillian, you got to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ms. Federick?
Yes on the motion.
Okay.
Okay, thank
This application is approved.
Okay, thank you, Mr. George.
Thank you, all the board. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being patient. As you see, a couple of few glitches this evening.
We've lost Mr. Rosenberg and Mr. Patel is still on, Ashish Patel, but I don't know where Mr. Wiley is, so.
So what do we do? Do we need him to do it?
Let me
Have to?
see if I can get a hold of Mr. Wiley.
Okay,
but
Everyone,
let me see if there's
please
an
be
email.
patient. We're going to try and get Mr. Wiley on the phone. All I have is Mr. Patel. I don't have
Well,
one
we have to
Mr.
start
Patel.
with Mr. Ashish Patel anyway, so
Okay.
let's get started.
Okay,
How's
so
that?
Lillian, please call the first case.
Case Z29, 2019, Ashish Patel, 250 McKinley Street, Edison, New Jersey, 08820. Section 3763-1, 2, 3, and 6. Bulk variances being sought to construct a new two-story single-family dwelling on a vacant undersized lot. Applicant is also seeking preliminary and final plot plan approval. Minimum lot area required is 10,000 square feet. Existing is 6,250 square feet. Minimum lot width required is 85 feet. Existing is 50 feet. Minimum combined side yard setbacks required is 25 feet. Proposed is 20 feet. Affected property is located in the RBB zone, designated as Block 922, Lot 1B, on the Edison Township tax map. All paperwork is in order.
Okay, if everyone remembers, this is for vote only. And Mr. Wiley, you were supposed to check with the township and get back to us. Can you
Yes,
tell us?
I did. I've sent letters and made phone calls pursuant to your request and gotten no response to either.
Okay, so not having any response, I will then go to the board, since this is a vote only, and ask for a motion, please. Someone,
Yeah.
motion, please?
Rose, what was the information that he was, I'm sorry, supposed to get from the town?
Mr. Wiley was supposed to find
Yeah,
out.
there's an adjoining parcel that is owned by the township, or the township could elect to purchase our parcel, but we got no response either way.
All right, Rose, I will,
Yes, sir.
I will make a motion to approve, recognizing that it is an undersized lot. I would like to have seen some movement on the acquiescence of that additional property. But in the absence of that, I still think it will be an enhancement to the neighborhood and to the town.
Do I have a second on that motion?
I second the motion, Taglianetti.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Kamba,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Taglianetti,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Shmuel,
Mr. Shmuel, are you there?
He may have emailed us again, but I can't.
Okay.
go by
all right.
email.
No, okay, well, then Mr. Patel, was Mr. Patel here?
What? He didn't email?
I believe. Okay, but we'll have to verify as we do that vote.
Yeah. Okay, keep going then.
Going?
Yeah, and we have to check to make sure Mr. Patel was here. Keep going.
Okay, Mr. Mansouri,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Sadada,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Patel, you would be next. Were you here? Did you hear that matter?
Yes,
Okay, fine.
okay, Mr. Patel,
no to the motion.
Mr. Skibar,
Yes to the motion.
Ms. Federick.
Yes, on the motion, and I will remind everyone that it is below the FAR, and that's one of my deciding factors. Thank you so much.
So this application is approved.
Correct. Please,
Both variants.
yes, Wiley, do you want to say anything?
This is in reference to the McKinley application,
Yes, that
or
was
in
McKinley.
reference to the Rosenberg application?
Now we're going to do Rosenberg. Lillian's going to read it, yes.
Okay.
No, the first one we just did was McKinley, Mr. Patel.
Yeah, you approved, and I thank the board.
Pardon me?
I thank the board for their courtesies.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's going in and out a little bit. Okay, now Lillian, please read case number 2 for a revote only.
Okay. Case Z53, 2018. Jonathan Rosenberg, 49 Hamlin Road, Edison, New Jersey, 08817. Section 3763-1, 10, 13, 16. Bulk and use D variances sought to construct an indoor pool enclosure in the rear of the existing single-family dwelling. Required maximum lot coverage is 23%. Proposed is 29.3%. Required maximum lot coverage of all buildings and pavement is 40%. Proposed is 42.8%. Maximum FAR required is 44. Proposed is 44.96. Affected property is located in the RB zone, designated as Block 56C, Lot 9A, on the Edison Township tax map. All paperwork is in order.
Okay, on this one, Mr. Shmuel is being recused, and everyone that will be voting has certified that they have, if read the transcript or seen it if they were not present. That's correct. Correct? For the record?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Madam Chairman, this is John Wiley.
Yes, Mr. Wiley?
Just to be clear on the record, we withdrew the FAR request, so we're only looking for building coverage and lot coverage. Building coverage is now 27.7%. 23, of course, is the max, and in the lot coverage, we're 42.2%, 40% being the max.
Did all the board members hear that?
Yes.
Okay, fine. All right, Mr. Wiley, having said that, we still need a motion now on this one, please.
Okay, Rose, I guess pursuant to the previous motion, I will make a motion to approve Based on the engineer's report, there was not going to be any additional detriment to the surrounding neighbors. And again, the additional requests, I believe, are acceptable.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second,
Who was that?
Kamba.
Okay, Mr. Comba. Okay. Lillian, call the roll, please.
Sure. Mr. Kamba,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Taglianetti,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Mansouri,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Sadada,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Patel,
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Skibar,
Yes on the motion.
Ms. Federick,
Yes on the motion, and I will remind everyone that our engineer did specifically state that this probably would alleviate some of the problems that are there now also, and that's part of my decision-making on this. Thank you, everyone.
this application is approved.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. No, thank you, Mr. Wiley. You can hang
Thank
up
you,
now.
and yes, thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll see you in person one of these days again.
Yes, maybe even by Zoom if we have to. Okay, thank you.
Yes, yep, okay, great.
All
Okay.
right. Bye-bye.
Mr. Ahash Patel, you can now ring off. You are finished, and the board still has some other business to attend to. Do we go
Okay.
to closed session?
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Okay.
We're going to log off, yes.
All right, the
Yeah, but
board members.
anybody that wants to talk or?
No, there's no discussion on the two, they were just for vote.
Okay, the board members now know that you're going to be logging off and coming back into closed session on the other number. Okay? So can everybody do that, please?
Rose?
Madam Chair, motion to adjourn?
No, we have to go closed session first, and then we
All right.
then we adjourn.
What's the other number?
Do we have to come at 8 o'clock or we come in now?
No, now, right now.
No, okay.
Just
What's
log
the
off and
other
then.
number real quick? Can somebody email me? This is Hank.
We'll re-email you. We'll re-email the numbers to everybody.
Good.
Thank you.
Doesn't everybody have their own?
They do, but we're going to do it again. So let me leave
Okay.
this meeting and let's